Grade 9 poem on killing a tree. This poem is penned by Giv Patel. Giv Patel is an Indian poet, playwright, and a painter. Before we read the poetry, let us find out how easy or difficult it is for us to cut a tree. The question that is mentioned here is, but can they kill a tree? Is it easy to do so? Not really. The poet is really concerned about flora and fauna, and he feels that it is difficult to cut a tree. Now, why does he say so? This is what we are going to read the poem and find out. Stanza 1. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of knife will do it. It has grown, slowly consuming the earth. It has grown slowly consuming the earth. Why does the poet say so? It takes a long time to grow a tree. Now, when the tree is big, a simple jab of knife would not help drop it off. Okay, we cannot kill a tree with the help of a knife. A simple jab means by hitting it by a knife or an axe. It is extremely difficult to do so. Why? Because it is strong and its roots are deep inside the surface of the earth. So by hitting it with a knife would not help cut a tree. Will do it. It has grown slowly consuming the earth. The earth has really been providing what all a tree needs to grow, right? It absorbs so many things from the earth, and after consuming the water and other things that it needs to grow, it would be extremely difficult for us to cut a tree with a simple jab of knife. Rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. Now, what do you understand by the term leprous? If you read the given stanza carefully, you will learn that a simple cut does not destroy a tree. A tree grows gradually. It is rooted in the soil. A plant takes nutrition from the soil to grow into a big tree. The tree is firmly bound with the soil. It takes in sunlight, water, and air to grow into a strong trunk and have numerous leaves. So this is how it is difficult for us to cut a tree. Now, leprous here refers to something that is related to leprosy and illness. So the way the disease makes us weak. Similarly, without water, sunlight, and air, the tree is going to be extremely weak. And a simple jab of knife would not help kill a tree. This is what the poet feels. Let us read the other stanza and find out why is it so. Stanza 2. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. If you hack or chop, okay, what will happen next? Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which, if unchecked, will expand again, to form a size. Very simple to understand. If you hit the tree with a simple jab of knife, what will happen? It will just have a wound. It would be healed with time. Okay? If the bark is bleeding, still it would heal. And then, if you will notice or not, it is going to have small twigs. And again, it is going to be a big green tree. Okay? So, which if unchecked will expand again. Now, if we will not notice it and do anything about it, it is going to grow again. So, this is how it is important for us to understand that it is not good to kill a tree or cut a tree, and above all, if you try to do so with a simple jab of knife, it won't be possible. No, the root is to be pulled out. Now, if you want to kill the tree, it is important to pull the roots off from the ground. Out of the anchoring earth. Out of the anchoring earth. It is to be rope tied and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. Anchoring earth here refers to trees that are held securely with the help of the roots in the earth. Snapped out is to chop out. So the poet says that in order to kill the tree, it has to be uprooted. Okay? So if you want to kill a tree, it should be uprooted, means pulled out. It is to be rope tied. Now what do you understand by that? One has to separate the tree from the earth which supports it. The roots of the tree bind the tree with the soil in the pit of the earth. From there, the most sensitive and the hidden part of the tree, that is the roots, have to be detached. If the roots are detached, the roots are going to dry out, and this is how it would kill a tree. Stanza 4. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. So as you see in this image, that after hitting it with a jab of knife, it was still intact, okay, and the twigs did grow. But later on, if it has been pulled out of the surface of the earth, and if the roots dry out, then the tree would wither. So this is what it means when the term browning, hardening, twisting, or withering is used. So the drying up of the tree after being uprooted is what is presented in this stanza. Let us mark a few literary devices. As there is no rhyme scheme in this, it is in free verse. Enjambment, metaphor, and alliteration can be easily marked in the poem. The poet has also used repetition as a literary device in this poem. Try to identify the poetic devices and answer the given questions.